about a year now, we've been preparing, planning, getting all our thoughts together, talking to friends and family, and it's been quite a roller coaster. We've had a lot of fun, and we're so excited that so many of our friends and family were able to join us. It really means a lot to us to have all of them here sharing with us, celebrating with us, and wishing us well as we begin our new life together. I think I knew Dave was the one when at Christmas time I went to Florida with my family, and I asked Dave to look in on the cats in the house, and when I came back there was just a little white piece of paper on my bed, and it just said, "Lauren, I love you, Dave." And it just melted my heart all over and really made me think how special he is.
Yeah, it was that time because I couldn't go to Florida to join the family, but I was, like Lauren said, taking care of stuff, and I really felt, like someone was missing. So it really came natural to write that. So that's why I knew. I mean, I knew before that, obviously, but it really came natural. I believe that was the time when it happened. Lauren is one of the most creative people I've ever met. Sometimes it's just such great ideas that I would never be able to think of. Sometimes it's just silly and funny, but still makes it amazing. And it's probably the best quality. It's definitely her creativity and drive, always trying to be funny and creative, new things. This has been one of the biggest things I've been looking for, and I'm so happy that I found it.
So for my side of the family, my dad is one of 8 siblings, and all of them except for 2 made it today. And it's so special for everyone to be here. Everyone is catching up. They're so happy for us. They're hugging, they're kissing, they're laughing. Where's Mom Erin?
Isn't that the real thing?
No!
Lauren's family is much bigger than mine, but I have a family, my uncle from Los Angeles, and the fact that they came, our family has always been very split due to the way where we grew up and stuff, and the fact that everyone is now together for this occasion is really an interesting feeling. It's really the first time that we all got together in maybe past, I would say, 20 years. So this is truly a very big event for my family, and every time that there is a joyous occasion, Lauren's family always get together, and with so many numbers coming together, it's fantastic to see. So again, the fact that everyone were able to come together and really made an effort to come really is very special.
Figure it out later.
What a game, huh?
What a game! What a game! I thought we were playing 9 holes.
I love Dave's spontaneity, his sense of adventure, his personality. He just loves making people laugh, getting people to have fun, open up a little bit, and truly he's so open to learning. He's hungry for knowledge, and it's such a wonderful quality to have in someone. I'm really looking forward to see Dave for the first time with us both dressed up, both looking our finest, and really looking forward to seeing him before we go into church. I guess that's an unusual tradition maybe, but Dave's family is coming to my mom's house, and we celebrate together. We have dessert and sweet things, and we all come to church together. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, we have, the people name it differently. We call it honcha, is when the groom's family comes to pick up the bride to take her to church. And I am really looking forward to seeing Lauren in a white dress. I haven't seen it yet, so it's pretty good.
When I was born, my dad bought this bottle of cognac, 1983, July 22nd, and we moved many times from country to country, and he kept it, brought it all the way. I'm 31 years old now. This cognac is older than me, and there is no better occasion than to open the bottle of cognac when I was born as a marriage with Lauren. So let's all take a little shot.
Yeah. So I grew up in the church. This is kind of my home parish, my home base. I grew up in Cleveland, and this church means everything to me and my family. We do whatever we can to help. We pray together, we laugh together, we love together, and it just means so much for us to have all of our friends and family here to witness our promise to each other in church in front of God.
When I came to US in 2001, the first place pretty much that I came was this church, and I've been coming here ever since. I may have gone away for 3 years studying and stuff. I always came back, and it's definitely a second home.
Son David, do you take to yourself this woman, Lauren, as your wife, being Lord unto her according to God's holy ordinance, so long as you both shall live? Yes, Reverend Father, I do.
Yes, Reverend Father, I do.
I hardly heard that. Now,
Yes, Reverend Father, I do.
did you hear it? He's going to do 2 more times. My son David, do you take to yourself this woman Lauren as your wife? And do you promise always to be true and loyal to her, so long as you both shall live?
Yes, Reverend Father, I do.
My son David, do you take to yourself this woman, Lauren, as your wife, and do you promise always to love her and honor her, so long as you both shall live?
Yes, Reverend Father, I do.
My daughter Lauren, do you take to yourself this man, David, as your husband, being subject unto him according to God's holy ordinance, so long as you both shall live?
Yes, Reverend Father, I do.
My daughter Lauren, do you take to yourself this man, David, as your husband, and do you promise always be true and loyal to him, so long as you both shall live?
Yes, Reverend Father, I do.
My daughter Lauren, do you take to yourself this man, David, as your husband, and do you promise always love him and honor him, so long as you both shall live?
Yes, Reverend Father, I do.
Of these words, God, who is invisibly enthroned on the holy altar, is witness. May also our guardian angels, this holy church, the holy cross, and the holy gospel, and the members of the clergy, and all these people, may they also be witness to your words. Yes. You have to say yes.
Yes. Yes.
Right now you are seated here on these thrones as the king and the queen. The thing is that you have to realize after you leave this church, after we take off those crowns, you have to realize that you are still the king and the queen in your house. That's the key to your Christian happiness, of your Christian family. Every time you talk to each other, every time you try to find a solution, every time you try to solve a conflict, you have to remember that you are the king and the queen of your kingdom. And you have to act gracefully, and you have to treat each other gracefully, like royalty. And as we were reading from the Epistle of St. Paul, or when they were exchanging the vows, probably some ladies paid close attention when I asked, Lauren, do you promise to be subject unto him until death aparts you? And I asked David, do you promise to be Lord unto her until death aparts you? There was a very important phrase that says, with God's accordance, not with human accordance. This is very important. The reason we read this letter of St. Paul is for you to be reminded that you have to try to build your relationship, not having the relationship, of your parents as an example, not having the relationship of others as an example, but having the relationship of Christ and His Holy Church as an example. That is your greatest example you can follow. We all pray here that your love becomes stronger, your love becomes more deeper, so deep that these crowns are transformed into heavenly crowns that are never fading or going away.
In the future, I'm most looking forward to Dave helping me become the best person I can be, whether it's maturing a little bit, becoming a little happier in some ways, becoming more sensitive in some ways, sharing things, learning things together, and of course being able to grow together and really share God's talents that He's given each of us together.
I'm really looking for a a good adventure. It's always been like that with Lauren. I'm fairly spontaneous, and she totally feeds off of that. And we can come up with a plan and execute it in a day, and it could be as crazy as, you know, going to San Francisco for a soccer game next day. We've done that. So that I've always been looking for someone like that. I'm pretty happy I found it, and really this is she's already been making me a better person. I don't believe it ever going to stop. She's always putting maximum effort, and I'm really looking for a life together in the same, with the same feelings. We always had this theme of sort of classical kind of 1940s type of style. We had our engagement party in a similar place. It was a very classy event, and it's always like a themed continuation of our engagement party into the wedding, having the same type of feel in a reception. So that's why we kind of picked the English Oak Room. Really one of the only venues that we found in Cleveland that houses that. And also the fact that it's such a historic place in Cleveland makes it all that better.
And I want you all to give a big, loud Armenian welcome to the bride and groom. Please welcome for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Avanesian.
Okay, good evening, everybody. On behalf of the Demirjan and Avanesian families, we welcome every one of you. You guys are the ones that are making our lives so rich. And Lauren and David, we can't wish any other couple such a wonderful marriage that you guys have committed. And I know David, when he was 18 years old and he just came, and I was mentoring him on the altar, and I kept telling him, you know, I have 3 daughters. And they went around and went to school, graduated, he got a job, and Lauren, same thing. And David kept coming, visiting me in the office. I have wonderful colleagues here from my office among us. And David kept saying that, I think I'm ready, I think I'm ready. I need to take the next step. I'm looking for a wonderful girl, Armenian girl. And, well, guess what, David? You find the best rose out there. And yes, David, you are the best boyfriend ever. You want to make sure that I said that, by the way. No, thank you so much, and we'll have a wonderful evening. And again, we are so blessed, and we're blessed because of you guys. Thank you.
First and foremost, Lauren and I are very, very good friends. And once you have that, it's such a strong base for which you can build on. Like Father Hrach told us that love comes way later in the marriage. So really looking forward to that.
Replace your old socks and shoes from 10 years ago. Don't go with her to pick them out. You will be there for hours. Do buy her flowers every so often. Her favorites are peonies. Peonies. Don't forget. Don't skip anniversary dinner for the gaming weekend with the guys. Do keep up with her fashion blog to see what's in this season. Don't try to offer her fashion advice. If she asks, do I look okay? The answer is always yes. Always. And finally, do tell her she can buy it and don't ask her how much it was. Congratulations on being promoted from the best boyfriend ever to the best husband ever!
Dance. Let me see you move. Come on, come on, come on. Dance. Let me see you move.
I've been to my fair share of weddings, I'm sure everyone in this room has. And you go, and a lot of them you say, oh, so-and-so are getting married. That's nice. Cool. Today is different. Dave, Lauren, individually, you are some of the kindest, most generous, most considerate, most dedicated human beings that I have the pleasure of knowing. And when two people like you come together and find each other and get married to each other and start a life together, it's just a really beautiful thing. Every day we see all kinds of terrible, terrible things in this world. But the reason that we go on, the reason that we're here, the reason we enjoy life is because of these good and beautiful things that we see. And today is one of those things. This is just one of those days.
My best friend, my best brother, and now my sister together, I'm extremely happy. You know, and how we said in poker, they start with a pair and they will end up with a full house.
I'd like us all to raise our glass to cheers to the most loving, welcoming, and happy people I know, Lauren and David. Cheers, guys.
So good. Break it down. Dance. Let me see you move. Come on. Let me see you move. Dance.
Every couple's dreams on the wedding day is to be filled with love and magic and leave an important imprint in their hearts. I could live the rest of my life in this moment, surrounded by friends and family.
Who else could have helped create this day but our parents, Mom and Dad? There's no words adequate enough to say thank you, so instead I'll say I love you. Good. Completely, unconditionally, and forever. You're my blessing, my everything, my mom and dad. To my family, who could have asked for any better? We're bound together by ties of love and blood, and every day that passes only makes those bonds stronger. My pillars of strength, thank you for loving me.
Love never felt so good. Oh, felt so good.